Okay, I'm going to show you a simple program now, which will be a tremolo, and I'm going to do it from scratch so you can see everything that I do. First thing I always do is I go to the I/O mix and I put in an input block and an output block. Without the input and output, you can't really do anything. And then I go over here and I pick out the tremolizer. This is a very important thing. And then I'm going to get a volume control, okay? And I'm going to take the left input and I'm going to take the volume control and put it to both outputs there. And then I'm going to click on the control panel and set that to mono. That way when we listen to it, it'll be in both sides. And then I'm going to connect the tremolizer to that. And then I'm going to come get a sine cosine LFO, and I'm going to attach it there, and I'm going to decide that the maximum frequency I want the tremolo speed to go will be 8 Hertz. Okay, and I'm going to set this all the way up. And then I'm also going to set the output range from 0 to 1 because I know that this tremolizer takes output from 0 to 1. Then I'm also going to come in here and say, ooh, the depth goes to 7.75. You know, let's just try that out. And notice the inputs here on the tremolizer block. We have the LFO input and then the width. So let me put pot 2 on the width. And let me put pot 0. I'm sorry, that's pot 1 on the width. Pot 0 on the speed, okay, and this will take the speed all the way down to 0, which maybe I don't really want. So what I'll do is I'll put in a scale offset, and then I use scale offsets a lot. Scale offsets are like the magic hidden weapon of SpinCAD and FV-1 programming. This lets you constrain the range. Again, input low maps to output low. So I'm going to take that from, what was it, 8 Hertz, and I'll take it down to 1/10 of that, 0.8 Hertz on the low end, and then on the high end, when input high, that maps to output high. So this is just moving the bottom endpoint. All right, and let's just start this and see what happens. Slow. Okay, I sort of decided that maybe I don't want it to go quite that slow. I would like the slowest for it to be is about there, so that's about halfway. And I'm just going to estimate that that would be 0.4. Let's just try that. Okay, that's going to move the... Alright, now if I want it to go all the way down, then I would set this all the way up, and then this will be a deeper tremolo. Alright, so there's my 2-knob tremolo in about, well, I don't know how long that took. Let me show you something else that you might want to do, okay? So let's take a look at this. I would actually like the tremolo to come in a little faster. Down here it's not really doing much of anything, and so what I do for that is I come down here and I get a power block, and a power block lets you compress the range from one side to the other. And I'm going to open that up, and I notice that this is set for a power of 3. Now remember that we're talking about values from 0 to 1, so when you raise them to the third power, generally you're making them smaller. So we've got two check boxes here. One is invert and one is flip, and we're going to do both of those things. And then this will compress it up. So what this means is that the signal here is going to rise faster than this one here, and it'll bring the tremolo in quicker. See, on the left side it's still off. And then anyway, there's your tremolo.